welcome back.
Hi, I'm Drea Simmer. Thank you very much for joining me today.
In case you can't tell, my husband is here with me today.
Who's your husband? I'm Drea Simmer.
This is my husband, Tim. He is gonna be helping me do this voiceover because it's just been me talking for a while, and I'm kind of tired. So yeah.
Tired?
Yes.
You should go sleep. I got this.
Oh, you got this? You're gonna do this yourself?
No, I didn't say it. Wait.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and leave.
So what we've got here is a box.
Right.
And now you put another box on top of it.
Absolutely correct.
Yes, and it's bigger now.
It is bigger now. It's taller.
It's taller, like me.
Yes, my husband's very tall. He's 6'4". But I am building a house for the Fyres family. I just released their makeover that I did. I guess that was like recreation, but I just released that video where I recreated the Fyres family. Sorry, he just opened a soda. But yeah, I just released a video where I recreated the Fyres family, and this is their house that I'm making for the save file. I'll put a picture of the inspiration that I used for this house up on screen. But when I build in Windenburg, I typically go for like the black color scheme, so doing blue this time was a little strange. I think it looks good, but obviously you can tell me if you disagree.
No, they can't.
Oh, they can't tell me that.
No, I don't like that.
No, I mean, if you don't like it, that's fine, but I think it looks really interesting having the blue color scheme as opposed to the black. I messed around with this roof for quite some time. I try to make it like, I don't know why I tried to like curve it down when it should have been like more puffy, but I did that and then I had to cut it out because I was like, oh my gosh, this took forever.
What do you mean puffy?
So you see how it's like curved, but like it's kind of like a witch's hat.
No.
You'll see it when I don't know if you'll see it. I think I cut it all out.
Oh, you're talking about like the little roof bit?
Yes. It's like a witch's hat when it should have been more like fat.
It should have been chunky.
Yeah, it should have been chunky, but instead I made it less chunky. But yeah, see, I'm about to like mess around with the actual like top roof now. See how it's like...
I see it.
Yes, you see how it's like chunky instead of being...
It's like a Pizza Hut roof.
Kind of.
I just wish there was the hat aspect to it.
You just wish it looked more like a hat?
I want it to look more like a hat. I mean, it does look like a hat.
It does look like a hat, but...
Roofs are hats for houses.
I would agree. I would say that that's right. But this was a very big lot. I'm building on Dresden house, which is a 64 by 64 lot, and I did not want to put another like 40-minute video of me talking out, so this is split into two parts. I do the exterior and then the interior, and I actually do the landscaping first, which I never do. So this is a rare occasion where you're going to see me do the landscaping before I do the interior of the house.
Why did you want to do that?
I think the main reason was because since it is such a big lot, I had like plans for the outside, and I was like, I knew I wanted to put like a gazebo down. I wanted to put a gardening space because I made Dominic Fyres. He, in my save file, is a retired lawyer, and he really likes to garden. So he has his own gardening space, and I wanted to do that before I went inside and, completely decorated.
I do love a good gazebo.
Yes, there is a gazebo off to the right side. It'll come here soon once I get the actual like shape of the main house finished. I was considering adding a guest house, but I was like, oh, that's a lot of building. Also, these little dormers, they disappear.
The what?
The dormers, the little like bump outs that I just put down.
Yeah.
They disappear because
Makes the house look like a spider.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it's got the 4 eyes, and you got the fangs.
Oh. So this is the spider house. But like I said, I was considering adding a guest house, and then I was like, oh, that's so much building. And like, part of me wanted to add a mother-in-law suite for like either Moira's parents or Dominic's parents, but no, it just ended up being a gazebo.
Who doesn't love a gazebo?
True. I added like some lights on the gazebo. I probably could have added more, but I think it looks fine.
We shall see.
We shall see. Okay, so we are about to do something that I have seen plenty of other simmers do that I have never done. I wanted there to be a curved pathway, and I originally tried just doing it freehand. You can see I'm doing it freehand. It's very like wonky, but
for a curved pathway that looks pretty straight.
Hold on. We're getting there. But I wanted to do a curved pathway, and I've seen lots of other Sims YouTubers do this, but I decided to go ahead and do the rug trick where you put down a rug and size it up a lot, and then you follow it with like plants to make the pathway curved.
Oh.
Yeah, so this took quite some time.
Very interesting.
Yeah, this took quite a long time to do, but I think it looked very good in the end. Obviously, like it took. You like it?
Yeah. I would never have thought of this.
Yes, I've seen lots of other Sims YouTubers do this. I know Jessica Pye does this a lot, and every time she does it, I'm like, that's so amazing. Like, I get like very impressed because I'm like, I could never think to do something like that. So this is definitely taken from like Jessica Pye and other Sims YouTubers that have done this before.
Mostly Jessica.
Mostly Jessica Pye and Mr. Olkin, because I believe he's done this like quite a few times. But yeah, we are almost done with like this side of the build. I end up going into the live edit objects menu. I hate the live edit objects menu because I don't know how to use better build and buy. that's I guess a confession that I don't know how to use better build and buy. I'm not good at it. And so I don't like going into live edit objects that often. But I did do it because I wanted to put cars in this driveway, and I put down two matching, they look like Porsches to me. I had a manager when I worked in childcare who had a Porsche, and that's what it looks like. But I put down two matching Porsches, and I figured that Moira and Dominic have like matching cars.
Okay, this has nothing to do with the build.
Yes.
How do you get a Porsche working in childcare?
Oh, she was she was the director of the facility. So she made quite a bit of money, and I made $10 an hour. But she made quite a bit of money, and she also, like, her husband was like he was pretty wealthy.
I see. Yes.
Yes, but
the shrub.
The shrub. But yes, I did add the two Porsches, and I figured, Moira and Dominic have like matching ones, and I was gonna add a car for Siobhan, but I just eventually was like, no, I don't want to put 3 cars here. So there only ends up being 2 cars.
Sorry,
Okay.
I just don't have much to say.
That's all right. Are you just taking it in?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, doing this landscaping took quite some time. Like, oh my goodness. And then I fill in this like side.
Sorry.
That's okay. I fill in this side of the landscaping, and then I like take some of it out because I want to put the gazebo down. But yeah, this front yard is pretty much just the gazebo, the driveway, and then the backyard is the garden area and a pool because I cannot be stopped. I'm a menace when it comes to pools.
I love pools.
Yeah, I love pools too. And so I put them in like every single one of my builds.
Because they are so nice and yummy and tasty.
Yes, of course.
I lick the pools. I don't
Ew.
do that. I do not do that.
Don't do that. That's gross. PSA, don't lick pools.
Don't lick pools.
That's a good way to get lots of diseases.
2024.
2024. Don't lick pools. But yeah, here's the gazebo, and I was also debating putting a pond on this lot, but then it's like a gated community. You can see the gate, like when I like zoom back out, you can see that there's like a gate leading up to this community. I didn't think that having a pond on this lot made much sense. Maybe on like a different lot in Windenburg. Maybe on like on the island where the Villarreals live. I love the Villarreals. I have a problem. Every time I start a new like save, I instantly go to the Villarreal family because I just love them. I love Luna Villarreal. That's my girl. But I have this thing about Windenburg. When it came out, I was obsessed. My brothers got it for me like pretty instantly after it came out, and then I was like, okay, well, this is my new favorite world, and I'm never gonna build anywhere else. I have grown. I do like Newcrest now a bit more, but the Villarreal family is still my favorite townies besides the Goths.
That's a good gazebo.
Thank you. I end up changing the roof color. I think I make it match the rest of the house, but there is no like flat roof in there, so it's like straight up into the like.
Nice.
Yeah, you can see straight up to the point of the gazebo.
Now that's a hat.
That is a hat for a gazebo. Also, I use multiple different fencing throughout the outside. I don't know why I didn't just go back and copy the same fencing, but So this house has got a couple different, even on the inside, the interior fencing is different now that I think about it.
Interior, you have fence on the inside?
Yeah, to keep
for like rails?
Yeah, to keep them from like falling. I don't think Sims can actually fall off of like second story like places.
But it looks nice. I mean,
yeah,
they can't use toilet paper either.
Yeah, true, but it's good to have it just in case.
Just in case they one day become sentient.
Yeah, in case the Sims become sentient one day. That is my worst fear. I have this fear that like you know the self-checkout machines at like Walmart? I have a fear that they're going to become sentient one day. And that's why I always say thank you to the machines, because I get very nervous.
And then sometimes when we occasionally go to McDonald's
mm-hmm.
and the machines take our order,
mm-hmm.
And she does not like it when I'm mean to the machine.
No, I don't, because it makes me so nervous. I'm like, oh my god, no. like I said, that is like that, and I talked about this in my cottage build, but like the idea of machines becoming sentient and being lost at sea. Two are my biggest fears. I hate them. That is like that's one of the worst things that could happen.
That would be that's very on par for you.
Yeah, I hate the idea of being lost at sea, and I hate the idea that I watched too much Detroit Become Human content, I think, and now I'm like oh no.
What's my biggest fear, do you think?
Your biggest? I don't know. You don't really like fear a lot of things.
I don't like spiders.
No, you don't like spiders. That's very true. You don't like bugs in general.
Bugs in general squick me out.
Yeah, you're not a big bug person, which is interesting because you
No, I'm not. I'm a human.
Yeah, you're not a big bug person, yeah. No, you are a human. But I don't think you have like maybe like being trapped with like a giant spider. That might be like
that would be very terrifying.
Yeah, that might be your biggest fear.
Like fighting that one giant spider thing from Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
That would be pretty bad.
That would be pretty bad. I think, isn't it like you have to tell like your D&D people that like if they're spiders?
They do that for me out of courtesy.
Yeah.
Where the DM is very often, yes, I play D&D, I'm that kind of nerd.
That's all right.
The DM is often like, hey, by the way, just so you know, I'm using driders, and driders are like, they're I'm not gonna get too into it,
right?
But they are like basically what's the one I'm trying to think of? Centaurs. They're basically centaurs but spiders.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that one bit. But yeah,
they come from the Underdark, so.
Oh, fair.
And they speak in hisses.
Ew.
Very lovely mental image for all
of
you.
There you go. Now you guys can enjoy that. But here are the cars I was trying to put down. Like I said, I have the two matching Porsches, and I was trying to put that third car down for Siobhan, and it just didn't end up working. So when I made the Fyres family, I talked about this in their like makeover, but I don't know why they didn't make Morgan and Siobhan look more like mixed.
Are they?
So in the original get together like pack, I believe Siobhan and Morgan are like sisters. Like they're not half siblings, they're sisters. Mm-hmm. But they both just look like their parents. Like Siobhan looks like Dominic, Morgan looks like Moira, and there's no leg crossover.
Okay.
And so, like, I understand, like, I'm mixed, my brothers are mixed, we all have different varying skin tones, but, like, it's a little strange to just have, like, a carbon copy of one parent and not have any other siblings that kind of resemble...
Both of them at the same
Yeah.
time? Okay, I get what you're saying.
So, like,
rather than a mixture of genes, it's just a copy-paste.
Right, and so that's why when I remade them, I made Siobhan... Dominic's daughter, I made Morgan, Moira's daughter, and I made them a blended family. They were like, it's step family as opposed to...
I see what you mean.
Yeah, as opposed to being like, they're just straight related, which, I don't know. I feel like The Sims, like sometimes when you go in and you like open basic, like the big thing that everyone talked about when it first came out was that the Goths were very pale. And Mortimer has always been that way. He's always looked very pale, but Bella is like Hispanic.
Interesting.
And she was very pale when the game first came out.
Interesting choice.
Yes, and so...
I'll have to consult Mexico on that.
Yeah. So when that first came out, everyone was kind of like, ooh, you know, like I was like, ooh, that's not good. But now they've like updated them, and they look a lot more like their original iterations in like The Sims. I guess The Sims 3 would have been where they were the most, or no, Sims 2, where they would have been the most like recognizable. But
The Goths were in Sims 2?
the Goths have been in The Sims since the beginning.
Really?
Since the original Sims.
Wow.
In The Sims 1, it was just Bella, Mortimer, and Cassandra, because Cassandra was a child. Mm-hmm. And then in The Sims 2, it was Bella was missing. It was Mortimer, Cassandra, and Alexander.
Where did Bella go?
Oh, you don't know The Sims lore, do you?
No, I don't.
So Bella Goth was abducted by aliens.
Huh?
And she ended up in Strangetown, which is the Sims 2 version of Strangerville, where she has no memories, she has no relations. So like it's very highly theorized that that's a clone of Bella Goth. That's not the real Bella Goth.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
That's wild.
Yeah, The Sims has some...
Has that happened with anybody else?
Some other families have some lore, but as far as like clones, I think the only other family that has like clones... Ooh, is it the Calientes, maybe?
So what I'm hearing is that the creators of The Sims need to start writing novels.
Yeah, they really like
They need to start writing like lore books.
Yeah, I think they have. I don't know if they have lore books, but like
go full Warhammer. Yes.
The Sims has like some lore to it, and then that's what made people so mad about The Sims 4 was that they just completely abandoned all that.
Oh.
Because like The Sims 1, 2, and 3 had a lot of lore in it, and then The Sims 4 they just abandoned it all.
What a shame.
Yeah, and then they have some families that have lore in The Sims 4, like the Villarreals. That's why I like them so much, is because they have some lore, but you know it's nowhere near the amount of lore that The Sims 1, 2, and 3 had.
Anyway, I like that little thing you got going on there in the back of the house.
Oh, thank you. You like the patio?
I like it. That's what it's called. Yes, I couldn't think of the word.
Yes, we are nearing the pool and garden going down.
Did I completely miss the inside?
No, remember I told you the inside's another video.
Oh.
I took out the walls on the inside, but that's the only thing I did on the inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, we were not talking about The Sims lore for that long.
Yeah, that's good.
No, but The Sims lore definitely, like, I really appreciated it. I loved the Goth family. I love the biggest one that, like, grinds my gears that they did not put in is the Alto family. The Alto family were the antithesis to the Landgrabs.
Mm-hmm.
The Altos were also very rich.
Oh.
And
okay,
they were evil. The Altos were super evil.
The Landgrabs aren't?
No, the Landgrabs are, but the Altos were super evil. They had a very nice child. They had like a very sweet daughter. And so the Altos, like, I think I can be wrong, but I think they're supposed to be like a mafia family. Yeah, I think they're supposed to have like mafia vibes. Cause like
that's fun.
Yes. I love the Alto family. It makes me really sad that they were not included in The Sims 4. But they brought back some of the other, you know, like they brought back the Crumple Bottoms. They brought back the Goths. Yes, they are called the Crumple Bottoms. Agatha Crumplebottom hits your Sims with her purse if you are like flirting in public. That is her whole thing.
Like with anybody?
Yes.
What? You can't do that.
Even if you're like flirting with your partner, she will like.
You can't come up and hit me because I'm flirting with my wife.
No, yeah, she will come up and hit you with her purse. That was The Sims 1. I'm not sure if she still does that in The Sims 4 because I don't play with cottage living that much. But she apparently in The Sims 4 has some lore, or is that The Sims 3 that she has lore? She has lore where like she was gonna have a baby and things did not go well.
That's very sad.
And so she's very like crotchety because you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Angry because
bad things happen. But, you know, bad things happen. Even in, like, you know, The Sims 4 is on peace mode. I don't know if, like, if anyone was aware of this, like, if you didn't play their previous Sims games, but there are versions of The Sims where it is not on peace mode.
Peace mode as in no punching?
Peace mode
as opposed to violent mode?
Peace mode as in, like, bad things don't happen. Because there was this glitch in The Sims 3 where if If your child Sims were at school and a meteor hit, they would all die. Because they couldn't leave school because it was during school.
That's so sad. That's so tragic.
Yes, so like, The Sims 4 is definitely on peace mode. And, there are people that have like the extreme violence mod and like they, that takes peace mode technically off of The Sims, but like...
God, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about that now.
Yeah, the meteor hitting. That would happen like quite a bit, and I would be very upset because I'd be like, I worked so hard to get those children. Like, in The Sims 1, having babies was nearly impossible.
Really?
Yes, because you're trying to keep your Sims alive was nearly impossible in The Sims 1.
Hard.
It was that hard. Like, The Sims 4 is compared to The Sims 1, it's very easy.
I like the little trees.
Oh, thank you. I like the little trees too. And then over in this corner, I had no clue what I was doing. Like, I struggled for quite some time. But we are near about done with the video. Like I said, I am Drea. This is my husband, Tim.
I am the husband, Tim.
And if you like this video, please give it a like. And if you like me, subscribe. If you want to hear more of my husband, then maybe he'll show up in another video.
I just might.
But either way, this build will be under the hashtag DreaSimming on the Sims 4 gallery. If you find, it under my old EA ID, that is why. But yeah, I am going to go ahead and leave it here for now. I will see you in the next video where we actually furnish the interior of this house. And it's about the same length. It's about like 20-ish minutes. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Bye.